Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways to do non-airbrush ombres. This is perfect for a gel X or anything like that. So if you want to see how I do these 3 ombre techniques, then just keep on watching. So the first technique is a gel ombre. So I'm using these little square puffs with this little applicator, and I'm using painting gel. So this is the gel pod in Blank Slate from Kiara Sky, and I'm taking out a generous amount and I'm placing it onto my paint palette. And you'll see me dabbing it in on just one of the edges of the square, and then I'm going to be dabbing out the excess onto the paint palette just so we're not applying too much. We don't want anything to look muddy or anything like that. So I'm starting off on the bottom. I'm doing a little test dab to see how much is on the puff, and then I'm going in and I'm working my way up in side to side motions and in little patting motions. So you see the kind of technique that I'm using here. Just keep doing the same thing, and you kind of want to keep a visual eye on where you want to stop the ombre. So me, it's in like the middle of the nail. So I'm going with extra light pressure on this edge in the middle. Once you're finished with the first layer, you can cure it and then do the same thing. Take some painting gel, dab off the excess, and then do the same thing in side to side motions, working your way up like you see me doing here. Make sure to be really visual on that middle line. You don't want to put too much product there. After the second layer, cure it and then go in with a third layer, and then there you have it. You have a beautiful ombre. Once you top coat, it gets extra blurred out, so you'll see that it doesn't look as like kind of spotty if you do a top coat. And there you have it. You have your first ombre technique. So moving right into technique number 2, which is the pigment ombre. Some of you might know this technique from Aura Design. So I'm taking a matte top coat and I'm applying this very nicely on. Make sure there's no bubbles or anything like that. Once you finish applying it, you want to cure it for 60 seconds, and then I'm taking this like pigment palette slash eyeshadow palette and a clean brush, and I'm going in. This is a dual-ended brush with a really dense side and a more fluffy side. I'm going in this beautiful kind of pinkish reddish color with the dense side of the brush, and I'm starting at the bottom again, working my way up but using down swiping motions, and as I go you'll see me kind of working my way up very slowly, so the excess of the product is going on the bottom part, like the tip part, and then this way we get most of the excess off, so it's more of like a faded moment moving upward. This is all one layer, but you see me kind of, and then I'll kind of go back in and kind of swipe upward with the brush a little bit, but most of the time I'm doing downward motions like this, starting at the very tip so that we don't bulk up the product on that ombre line. So after this, I do like to go in a little bit more with some more product. I haven't cured anything or anything, but I will go in with a little more product on my brush, and I'm adding it just on the tip part just to kind of darken up that ombre on the tip a little bit, and then I'm going in with the fluffier side and I'm buffing out that ombre line. And after that's done, no curing necessary. I just like to go in with my top coat, get a good layer on there, and there you have it. You have your beautiful pigment ombre. The third technique is a gel ombre if you're using more than 2 colors. So 2 colors or more, this will work for. So my colors of choice are this beautiful pink, orange, and yellow. So I'm going in with the pink as the base color. So I'm doing a thin layer on the base and curing it for 60 seconds. After that's cured, you want to go in with a little sponge, just like this. This is a makeup wedge, and I'm just kind of patting onto the colors like this, just getting up a good amount. So you want to dab it into the colors, get a good amount on there, and then I'm going on to a clean part of my painting palette. I'm just dabbing off the excess. It's allowing it to kind of blend on the puff. So you'll see me after that's done, just putting a layer, just kind of mapping out where I want the colors to be, and you'll see they're not very pigmented, and that's normal. Kind of pat it on, kind of moving up and down a little bit to blend those colors really well. When you're happy with the first blend, you want to take clear acrylic while it's wet and pour it on top. You want to get it fully saturated with that clear acrylic and then cure it for 60 seconds. Dust off, like tap off the excess before you cure it. And then you want to take a clean brush and now dust off all that excess after it's been cured. Then you want to do the same thing. Dab off the excess onto your painting palette and dab it on. You'll see how it already looks so much more pigmented after one tap. So you want to keep blending it on top. So now I'm making the orange move up a little bit more and the yellow move up a little bit more, just to make it look a little more even. So once you're happy with it, go in with another clear acrylic layer while it's wet, fully cure that. And again, you want to take a little brush after and dust off all the excess after it's been cured. And then you can go in with another layer if you see fit. So do this until you're happy with your ombre. So you just want to keep dabbing it on. Now you'll see the colors are extra pigmented. This is what we want. So I'm going in, making sure it's really nicely blended. Whenever I'm happy with it, it's a full cure. You don't have to put another layer of clear acrylic. If you're using another layer of clear acrylic, that's because you want to add another layer. If you're done with your layers, just cure it as normal no extra clear acrylic added. And then once it's cured, you want to go in with your top coat and do a nice generous layer of that top coat on there just to blend everything nicely. You'll see how smooth and gorgeous that looks. So here you have your 3 ombres, no airbrush. These are perfect techniques for if you're doing gel X and stuff like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot more tutorials coming and I have a lot of good videos on my page. So thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.